Friends, today we deep dive in the different aspects of design. Watch the entire video to understand one major aspect. Subscribe our channel to view more such interesting contents. Like, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe to get updates. हाय दोस्तों, आज हम एक डिजाइन के एक अनसंग हीरो के बारे में बात करेंगे, fonts. Because when we see a word, we not only see the meaning, we experience the feeling of that word. Thanks to typography. Fonts वो इमोशंस छुपा के रखते हैं जो कभी एलिगेंस होता है, कभी ड्रामा होता है, या कभी प्योर नॉस्टैल्जिया. Like all disciplines within art and design, typography has a language and vocabulary of its own. Typefaces you use in your design gives an idea on the emotional aspect of the communication. Now let me explain fonts in detail. A font is a set of typography that are designed to work together and are called typefaces. They can be a part of a font family that contain variations like regular, bold, italic, semi-bold, etc. Majority of font families fall under serif and sans serif categories. Here, serif has nothing to do with the Wild West movies, but they are characterized by horizontal and vertical details that are added at the beginning and the end of the major strokes of the characters. A sans serif typography is without these details. Sans serif means without in French. Generally, serif type gives an impression of elegance, tradition, and intellectual grace. Luxury brands, editorial magazines, high-end fashion, formal invitations, law firms, universities are the best places to use such fonts. The most popular serif fonts are Times New Roman, Georgia, Garamond, Playfair Display, Libovascivil, etc. A quick tip for using serif fonts is how you want to communicate heritage, class, or credibility. Sans serif fonts like Helvetica, Futura, Poppins, Lato, Open Sans offer clarity, accessibility, and a modern look. Especially on screens, they have a clear, approachable impression that is simple and tech-friendly. They are best used for startups and tech companies, mobile apps, websites, modern D2C brands, minimalistic branding, UX UI brand designs, social media graphics. One quick tip is you can use serif and sans serif fonts together in branding with a mix of contrast and hierarchy. Mix Playfair Display, which is a serif font, with Montserrat, which is a sans serif font for an elegant yet modern look. On the other hand, Libre Baskerville is a serif font and Lato is a sans serif font. It makes it trustworthy yet simple in the design. Another example can be Cormorant Garamond, which is a serif font, and Poppins, which is a sans serif font for artistic yet clean. Use serif for headlines or emphasis and sans serif for body text or digital readability. लेकिन जब readability की बात करें, serif fonts are best for long printed texts and sans serif is best for screen visibility. There are some other font categories also. Number one can be script or handwritten letter. They are primarily calligraphic in nature based on letter forms of handwritings. Monospace. These forms are based on typewriter letter forms and have identical width and spacing between each letters. These fonts contain a combination of serif and sans serif characters. Some modern pixel-based fonts are designed as monospace for screen presentations. Novelty. Novelty could be slightly tweaked to utterly bizarre fonts, tend and come and go like shooting stars in the graphic design world. They are spectacular but short-lived. Fonts like Astigma, Gypsy Switch, Buzzer 3 are some examples. Dingbat or ornaments, these are images, graphic elements and flourishes and are ready to use set of images. कुछ designers font creation software से अपना एक set बना लेते हैं, which can be used time and again for different designs they are creating. It could be used for fonts and different styles that they want to create. Here is a tip. While deciding on fonts, readability of any unusual font must be considered before committing it to text passages. And above all, must remember who is the audience and what will they accept. Next comes alignment. The alignment of any text block plays an important role in readability and its relation with other elements of the composition. Text can be left aligned, it can be right aligned, it can be center aligned or justified. But the thumb rule to avoid mixing different alignments between the headline and a text. Do not mix left alignment and right alignment in one design. Now, let me show you a few examples of the fonts I like. Number one could be Preferred Display, elegance and classic drama. Preferred Display मुझे एक ओल्ड स्कूल न्यूज़पेपर या रॉयल मैगजीन का याद दिलाते हैं. इसके शार्प सेरिफ्स और कॉन्ट्रास्ट स्ट्रोक्स क्वाइट सोफिस्टिकेशन लगता है मुझे. मैं इसे कभी-कभी हाई एंड ब्रांड्स या स्पिरिचुअल एलिगेंस के लिए यूज करता हूँ, जहाँ थोड़ा क्लास या काम चाहिए. क्विकसैंड, यूथफुल, क्लीन एंड फ्रेंडली. क्विकसैंड एक मॉडर्न सैंस सेरिफ है जो एकदम फ्रेश लगता है. राउंडेड एजेस, बैलेंस स्पेसिंग. ये फॉन्ट मुझे पॉजिटिविटी और प्लेफुलनेस का वाइब्स देता है. किसी वेलनेस या लाइफस्टाइल ब्रांड के लिए परफेक्ट है. ये आपको अप्रोचेबल एंड मॉडर्न फील देता है. Dido, bold and regal. Dido is a font that doesn't whisper. It speaks with grace and authority. इसका thin and thick contrast मुझे high fashion या bold editorial vibes देता है. मैंने इसे तब यूज करता हूं जब मुझे स्टेटमेंट विदाउट शाउटिंग का फील आना. तो ये थे मेरे कुछ फेवरेट फॉन्ट्स जो मेरे लिए सिर्फ डिजाइन टूल्स नहीं है, वो फीलिंग्स ट्रिगर करता है. एक अच्छे फॉन्ट सिर्फ दिखाने के लिए ही नहीं होता है, वो बोलता है, महसूस करवाता है. तो आपका फेवरेट फॉन्ट कौन सा है? और अगर आप किसी रीजनल फॉन्ट से काम करते हैं तो टैग में, आई वुड लव टू सी. डिजाइन बातों से नहीं, डिटेल से बनता है. See you in the next episode. Until then, stay type inspired.